Hi, this is Paul from Blue Sky Ventures. I'm here with my really good friend Joyce, who is our expert on moving to Canada and buying a business. I'm just going to ask Joyce some questions about how to move to Canada and buy a business. She knows all the different paths that you can take. I'll just get started and just ask you a very blanket question of like, how do you help someone identify the right business to buy?
Well, thank you, Paul, for the wonderful introduction. um, yes, we help many folks. How we help them identify the right business for themselves is first we look at their experience, their
Yeah.
background experience. So in our initial phase is we ask them for their CV and their degrees, and we really focus on their background and what they would like to do when they come to Canada. So therefore that helps eliminate a lot of the businesses that wouldn't necessarily suit them, even though that's one they might be interested in.
Yeah, but someone might have an experience in, manufacturing pet food, but they're like done with that business and like, hey, I just want to open up a nice cafe. Can you help them that way?
Yes, we can also help them that way because they'll still have some kind of business management experience
Hmm.
background. So
Yeah.
then we can assist them. And so we would help work with them in identifying the right price range, the right location. And we would ask them where they would like to go. And if it doesn't matter where they would like to go, again, in the immigration process, it's based on points.
Yeah.
And so it's based on a point system. So that's where we can get them the most points to make their pathway easiest. Then we would utilize that town or city or province and business for
You're
in order to
saying
get them the points.
different cities have different points?
Yes,
So
yes.
Vancouver's got
Different
a
provinces, yes,
yeah, it's province or city?
and cities, both.
Okay, so if you were in Vancouver, British Columbia, would you get more or less points than going to Regina, Saskatchewan?
It depends what business that you're going in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Again, and your educational background. But yes, Saskatchewan is you get more points because it's at a lower rate for different in your education, your language
Yeah.
abilities and whatnot background. As Vancouver, it's a little bit higher because it's a higher volume of folks and diversity. But if you go to Canberra River, the point system is even lower and it's easier for you to actually get into a place like Canberra River.
And when you say lower, you just need less points.
Yes,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
yes.
Okay, that makes sense. And what are the different types of categories that someone can apply?
So the most popular one is the owner operator LMIA. And that's actually the easiest pathway. As the BCPMP, that one takes over a year to 2 years
Oh,
to do.
really?
Yes, and that one's a little bit harder, more stressful in this that you actually physically have to work in the company before they will give you your PR or anything like that. So it's a higher risk that way than an owner operator where you can do either a startup in starting your business or in
Oh,
buying your business. And we tell people to we suggest, sorry, to folks that if you're buying a business, you actually qualified for 200 points because you're buying already an existing
yeah,
company and business that's already established. So therefore you already have your Canadian employees, you already have everything set up.
yeah.
So it's less stressful and headache, but you're getting more points. But if you're starting up a company, you can also do that, but you're starting from scratch and we
Yeah.
assist you with that as well.
What are some of the common businesses that people buy for the owner operator LMIA?
Um, all kinds, all different kind of franchises, little bakery shops, little restaurants, faux shops, noodle shop,
Yeah, wow.
nail salons, anything, between the 1 to 300,000 range, corner stores. But some folks will purchase bigger companies because um, they're a little bit more versatile in that area and wanting more, right? But you
Yeah.
generally it's the smaller mom and pop shops that are.
So someone's watching this and they're like, "Hey, I want to move to Canada. Canada's a really cool place.
Yes.
I don't really care where I move to,
Yep.
but I want to move to Canada. I want to buy a small business. Do they just go to the government website, print off a one-page form, and just fill it out, name, address, and then hit submit? Like, is the process fairly straightforward, or is it more complex?
No, no, it's not that straightforward.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, it would be wonderful if it was, but no, it's not. Um, you can do it on your own, but it's highly not suggested to do that because a lot of mistakes can happen and then that will actually delay your process.
Yeah.
If you're buying a business, especially, again, you're not just doing your immigration factor, you're also buying the business, which will take 2 or 3 months to close and finish purchasing it and making sure that everything is done correctly and you've done
Yeah.
your due diligence on that business. But your immigration process will take 4 to 5, perhaps 6 months
Oh
for it
wow.
to
I
process.
think even the government kind of recommends you speak to an immigration consultant anyway. Like
Yes.
trying to do it on your own is really tricky, and it's a new country, new rules, new systems, new processes, new culture. It's very difficult. So
There's a lot of rules and regulations that folks
yeah,
need to follow. Yeah.
yeah, and if English isn't your first language, it can be a little tougher as well.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks, Joyce. I learned a lot about moving to Canada. I'm already here, but if I got some friends, I'm definitely going to refer them
Yes.
to you to help them buy a business and move to Canada.
Yeah.
Thank you
Well,
for your time.
you're very welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Joyce.